Ireland is in the grip of a severe housing crisis. For years, the lack of affordable housing has plagued the country. Finding a place to live has become a nightmare for many. Rents are sky high and home ownership seems like a distant dream for many. The government has struggled to find a solution. There is no easy fix in sight. The crisis is particularly acute in Dublin, the capital city. Dublin is a hub for both employment and culture. This makes it a desirable location to live, further driving up demand. But the shortage of available housing casts a shadow over the city's vibrancy. It affects everyone from young professionals to families and retirees. The lack of affordable housing has far-reaching consequences. It impacts people's quality of life and creates uncertainty. This is particularly true for those starting their careers or raising families. The housing crisis has become a defining issue in Ireland. It dominates political discourse and weighs heavily on the minds of many. The government has implemented various policies to address the crisis. However, progress has been slow. The housing shortage is a complex issue with no easy solutions. It requires a multifaceted approach and a long-term commitment to resolving it. The housing crisis in Ireland is not just a social issue, it's also an economic one. Businesses across various sectors are feeling the pressure. The lack of affordable accommodation makes it difficult to attract and retain employees. This is particularly true for industries that rely heavily on service workers. In the face of government inaction, some companies are taking matters into their own hands. They are stepping in to provide housing solutions for their staff. This is particularly prevalent in sectors like hospitality, retail, and healthcare. These industries often struggle to offer competitive salaries. Companies are exploring different approaches to address the housing needs of their employees. Some are purchasing or renting properties to provide subsidized accommodation. Others are offering housing allowances or partnering with developers to build new homes. These initiatives aim to alleviate the burden of housing costs on employees. This trend of businesses providing housing is a reflection of the severity of the crisis. It highlights the challenges employers face in attracting and retaining talent. It also raises questions about the role of businesses in addressing societal issues. Is this a sustainable solution, or is it a band-aid on a larger problem? Across Ireland, businesses are stepping up to provide housing for their employees. Ryanair, the budget airline, is a prime example. With its headquarters near Dublin Airport, the company faces stiff competition for workers. To attract and retain staff, Ryanair has invested in housing. It has purchased apartments near its base to provide affordable accommodation for its employees. The Killarney Hotels Collection, a group of luxury hotels in County Kerry, has also taken action. Facing a shortage of hospitality workers, the company has invested in staff accommodation. It has built apartments and houses near its hotels to provide housing options for its employees. This initiative helps the company to attract and retain staff in a competitive job market. Musgrave, one of Ireland's largest grocery retailers, is another example. The company, which operates SuperValu and Centra stores, recognizes the challenges its employees face in finding affordable housing. Musgrave has partnered with a housing association to provide affordable homes for its workers. This initiative aims to alleviate the financial burden of housing on its employees. Understanding Ireland's current housing crisis requires looking back at the 2008 financial crash. The crash had a devastating impact on the Irish economy, and the housing market was hit particularly hard. During the Celtic Tiger boom years, Ireland experienced a construction frenzy. Easy credit and speculation fueled a property bubble. When the bubble burst, it led to a sharp decline in house prices and a surge in mortgage defaults. The crash exposed the fragility of Ireland's housing market. It revealed an over-reliance on private developers and a lack of affordable housing options. The crash also had a lasting impact on the construction industry. Many construction workers left the country in search of work. This led to a shortage of skilled labor, which continues to hamper construction activity today. The legacy of the 2008 crash is still felt in Ireland today. The country is grappling with a shortage of housing supply, both in the private rental sector and for home ownership. The crash highlighted the need for a more sustainable and equitable housing system. It underscored the importance of government intervention in providing affordable housing options for all.